Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Chloe and I make videos about my life here in Korea. So if that kind of content interests you, make sure you subscribe down below, and while you're at it, you might as well hit the like button and comment to let me know. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers in like a month or two. I'm currently on 521, so cross my fingers. Please help me out down below if you can, it means a lot. But in today's video, I am going to be kind of just telling you 10 things to know before you move to Korea. These aren't generally like bad things or good things, they're just things to know, although some of them are kind of bad, not gonna lie. Anyways, without further ado, let's get right into the video. Okay, I just have my little list down here. So I'm just gonna read them off. But anyways, so the first thing, number one to know, is about the Tmoney card. This card is something you can use for like all transportation here, and you can even use it in some shops as like a credit card. But the Tmoney card basically lets you use the subway, the buses. You can use it in a lot of convenience stores, as far as I'm aware. It's just a little card you can buy in the subway station, or you could buy it in a convenience store. There's really cute ones in convenience stores. There's even ones with some K-pop idols on it. But other than that, you just get a very basic card. I'll insert a picture up over here. And yeah, you can top it up at the train station, or you can get the app for your phone. I will put a link down below for that. But it is something you will need. So make sure you do get one of those. They make transportation so much easier, and I'll save you some confusion. I'll also insert a picture of what most of the machines look like up over here, because you might have some trouble finding one, but it's pretty obvious once you're there and you know what it looks like. Point number two is the drinking culture in Korea. It is a very odd one in my opinion, coming from Ireland at least. So in Korea, drink isn't just for night or with your friends or with your family. They drink like 24/7, like at business meetings, out for like dinner with your friends or something. Even at like 12 a.m, like they're drinking soju, like in the little shot glasses. So I find it quite mad. You drink with your bosses, like you go out after work, like it's almost compulsory. You don't get a choice. Well, technically you do, but you're considered extremely rude if you do not go out with your boss when he wants to go out after work. Good thing is though, it's either on your boss or it's on the workplace credit card. So it is free food and free drink, but if you wanted to go see your girlfriend or go see your wife or your kids or your husband, like you don't really get to without being rude. So I find drinking culture here a little bit weird, because compulsory after work meetings basically are not a thing, and especially on the company card. Like if me and my like colleagues back in Ireland went out on a company card, oh, Janie Mackers, that would not be good. Point number three is that fruit and meat here in Korea, like it is all sky high. It is absolutely mad how expensive it is. Except if the fruit is in season, like you will get a good deal, aka it might be okayly priced like they would be back in Ireland. I know like a little tub of strawberries. One sec, I have some in the freezer. So this tub of strawberries would be like maybe 14,000 won when it's not in season. And you don't even get this much. This is me jam packing them in here so I can freeze them in less space. You get 3 rows by 5 and then by 2, so there's 3 rows by 5s. Which is quite expensive in my opinion. I'll probably put the US conversion up here and the euro down here. But when they were in season, I got 3 boxes for 10,000 won, which like, I'm sorry, that's mad. So yeah, if they're in season, they're okay. If they're out of season, God help your wallet. So yeah, they are those. One second, I'm just gonna throw them back in the freezer. But also meat here, I believe it goes, pork is the cheapest, then it's chicken, and then it's beef. I believe so, or it could be swapped. But anyways, fish is the cheapest altogether, unless you're in a sushi restaurant, obviously. But meat here is absolutely outrageous. Like, I'm on about beef. Chicken is possible, but meat, unless it's a holiday or some good thing, I personally would not be buying it. That is out of the budget, unless I find this big massive bulk for cheap, which I did one time and I got it and it was gorgeous. I'll probably insert a picture up here of what I got. But yeah, it's meat is just way too expensive here, the red meat. So that's why you see, like, if you ever watch like Korean dramas or even K-pop stuff, and what they win for a game is meat, you're like, it's only meat, why would they be winning meat? That meat is worth hundreds, like, it's madness. But anyways, on to number 4. I was gonna put up 3, but it's on to number 4, and that is a Korean sim. If you were staying here, even if it's for like a week or 2, I would recommend getting a Korean sim, because otherwise you're kind of snookered. You're not going to be able to get anywhere. I do guess there is some public Wi-Fi, especially like in Seoul and that, but it's not exactly fast. So yeah, either get a Korean sim, because a lot of places when you're ordering, they need a Korean phone number or something to ring. So yeah, get a Korean sim. You're gonna be pretty snookered without one. You can easily get these. I believe they have some in the airports, like vending machines. I believe I've seen one. I also know that you can get them at some convenience stores for very short times, but if not, around like universities, there are always phone shops, especially ones that have like a Korean language program, because there's a lot of students that are coming here for about 3 months or so, and a lot of those phone companies, for those reasons, will have like 1 month contracts or pay as you go. But like, I won't recommend pay as you go. I recommend just buying a prepaid SIM for 1 month. It's not that expensive. It's like 20 or 30 euro depending on where you go. It'll make your life a whole lot easier, so just go in there. I probably rambled about that one too much, but anyways, on to point number 5. Yeah, point number 5. It is that Korea is very like credit card orientated. There are even some shops here where you put your credit card in the door and then you can pull it open, because there's no clerk inside. It just basically scans whatever you have like in your hands as you go out the door, and it just takes it off your card then. I've only ever come across one of those shops though. Other ones literally have no cashier, and you scan all your own items yourself, put the card in the machine, and you go out. And then there are some like places that only accept card. They don't do any cash, so yeah, be prepared. But the weird thing is, the Tmoney cards, you can basically only do cash unless you do the app, which will then take it off your card obviously. But a lot of other places are card only. Even some street vendors do only card, but most of them you're okay with cash. For most street vendors, especially food places, they will more than likely take cash, so that is one thing to be aware of. But on to point number, no, I'm gonna stop doing my hands. On to point number 6. It is that Google Maps here does not work. It is so bad. It will literally take you straight through buildings, crossing highways. It is absolutely useless. So what you need to do is download either Naver Maps or Kakao Maps. I personally use Naver because the English on it is better. I'm not even sure if Kakao Maps has English. So yeah, download Naver if you do not know any Korean. The only thing is with Naver, sometimes it doesn't register it in the English, so you've got to sometimes go onto Google Translate, type in the English word and get it from Korean and put it in. Most of the time you're okay, it will bring you to the right place for the English. Otherwise it'd be like, we do not know this location, sorry, or no location found. So just go into Google Maps. I'll probably put up a little video here to show you what I mean. But most of the big places and tourist kind of areas, you'll be fine for English. Anyways, okay, on to point number 7. If you are moving here for a good while, like a year or so, be aware of the apartments and the sizes, prices, the wall thickness, the noise, like everything. It is, from Ireland's perspective to here, it's quite small for the money. Compared to maybe Dublin and Ireland, it might be relatively the same in some places, but for here at the moment where I'm staying, it is $5.50 a month. This is not my room, unfortunately. This is the kitchen / lounge area. Luckily nobody is up here at the moment so I can film, but my room is like a box bedroom. It is quite small. I do have my own bathroom, but it's like a it's like a wet room, not a water room. It's a wet room. You can go check out my room tour. I'll probably link it up over here if you haven't seen it yet. But yes, it is quite small here. It is €550 a month. Pop the US thing down here. I can hear all my neighbors sneeze, cough, all the rest. I can hear them talk on the phones. I can hear them walking down the halls. I can hear them coming in their door, the little beeps as you type in the code. I can hear people cough in the morning on the street, and I live on the 4th floor. Yeah, I hear all the ambulance, all the cars, the bin men at like 5 a.m. in the morning. So yeah, you hear everything. The walls are extremely thin. Yeah, unless you're paying like mad money, then you might get okay walls, but the size of your place is not gonna be big, in my personal opinion. Like, I don't mean what you got, I mean like the general size of what you get. You know what I mean. Anyways, on to point number 8, and that is about the air quality here in Korea. It is not really the best here. You get a lot of, it's polluted, let's just put it that way. It's polluted here most of the time. Sometimes you literally can't go out of the house without wearing a mask, and that is really why when coronavirus hit, everybody here was wearing masks, everything already, so there was not much problems with masks here. They wear them outside every day anyways, and yeah, you get sand, dust, everything. Even because of the air quality, some days you can't leave your door or window open because all the dust comes in, it covers your like floor, everything, and yeah, your jackets and your clothes are destroyed, so you gotta wash them all again even though you just hung them out to dry. So yeah, you need a mask here most days. You can check that on some weather apps. So I definitely recommend download an app where you can where you can check the air quality. Some days you can get away without wearing a mask, most days you can't. So yeah, air quality pretty shitty. It's probably because of all the factories, all the smoke, everything. A lot of Koreans say it's from Chinese factories, but Korea is also an industrial country, so some of it's theirs. They also get like this yellow dust, which is a lot of sand and everything from some desert flowing over. So yeah, if you're coming in summer, God bless you for the heat, but I believe air quality is a little better than winter because it's the wet season and it just helps everything fall to the ground. But moving on, we got number 9. I was absolutely mortified. This is zebra crossings, okay? So in Ireland, you have this little button on the zebra crossing thing. You press it to make the lights turn and let you be able to walk on the road. Here in Korea, I was pressing the buttons, no problem, waiting for it to turn, walking. I was getting some stares, I like assumed. Okay, maybe it's because I'm a foreigner, because I know I get stares walking down the street. There's literally people, you're walking and they're like, I'm like, what the hell? Like, you feel like a zoo animal here sometimes, not gonna lie. Especially if you're walking with people who look Asian, like your friends or anything from college, like it's, what? But anyways, moving on, well, not moving on, continue on with your story, Chloe. Anyway, so what I didn't know here when I was pressing those buttons are for like the visually impaired. They are to let them know that basically the light is red, do not cross, and then when the light turns green for us to walk, it's like, you can walk now. I'd say it's something along those lines, because once you press the button it says something, and once the light turns green it says another thing, and everybody just walks. So yeah, all those stares that I was getting wasn't because I was a foreigner. Some of them were, but a lot of them were because I was pressing the visually impaired button on this crosswalk when I was clearly not visually impaired, or I don't have the outward appearance of being, I guess. So yes, don't press the buttons unless you're visually impaired and you need some kind of voice to let you know when it's safe to walk across the road. Lesson noted for me. Hopefully you don't make the same mistake. But on to point number 10. Oh my goodness, this one. People here in Korea eat out so much. Like, this is the share house lounge. You can see it's empty. Like, every single day there's hours of where it's just empty, nobody up here. And that is because their Koreans here like literally eat out for nearly every meal. It is mad to me. There is about maybe 30 or 40 rooms in this building. We all just share this one space. I've only ever seen 2 Koreans up here. One of them is just came back from the army, and the other one is actually the manager of the place. Other than that, I only see the foreigners up here because we cook our own meals. And yeah, we kind of just come up here and eat together because we all get off school at the same time, so we all know each other and we eat together. But yeah, literally, otherwise, I don't know. They just eat out so much, like breakfast, lunch, dinner. I don't know about breakfast, but I never see them here, and I am here at 7 a.m. So yeah. But anyways, guys, that is the video. I do hope you enjoyed. If any of these tips are helpful, make sure you let me know down below, or let me know if you have any questions about living here in Korea. But yeah, make sure you subscribe. I think I already said that. But anyways, make sure you subscribe, like, comment, or dislike, whatever you want. It all helps me out. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. You can also click here for a video suggestion. It might be a Korean one.